The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
22-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Try to power it in with Arma. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Colts 0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. On 3rd down, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
It's fourth down.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there. And
his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 32 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive is success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Bridgewater to throw it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a run with McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Play action now. Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
56-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Rivers to throw this time, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run again. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Robbie Anderson. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you,
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers
34-yard line.
being chased out left. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Panthers 7.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
play fake. Bridgewater.
28-yard line.
He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 72 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Tuck it and run. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Colts 1st down.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, 31 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Colts 21, Panthers 14. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At the 36-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll air this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colts 21, Panthers 14.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quick.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Robbie Anderson on the touchdown pass from Teddy Bridgewater.
And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The 6-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll get zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Brissett scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Good move at the 30. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he goes out right around the 39. With a connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Back to Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.